Well, I think, if anything, that's probably one of our points of question right now from probably people around the area, how our point position is going to be, having graduated Katie Clarkson last year and Amanda O'Neill, who shared in that role some as well. And I think that we have the potential to fill that void in several ways, and in our first scrimmage I was pleased with results from time to time that we were able to find and see in Zena Lovette. I think Zena has the potential that she likes that role. She likes to carry the leadership role out on the floor. She's comfortable calling offenses and quick hitters and set plays off of inbounds and sidelines and things like that. And was pleased at this stage of the game in the way she was able to do that in our first scrimmage. And then I also think that in addition to Zena, RaeChaun Edwards, who has still not quite 100% yet, has had some injuries, of course, that we've been dealing with, who is still both players growing and learning in the system, which is a good thing. Both very athletic, both great coachable young women who are willing to bend over backwards to do anything that I ask them to do in trying to do that. And then in addition to those two athletes, we have also Casey Elliot, who is maybe not the athlete that RaeChaun or Zena is, but has a tremendous head on her shoulders and has great innate ability to lead people. So between the three of these young ladies, I think we're going to get this thing accomplished, and I am pleased with the progress that they're making. Are we where we need to be yet? Absolutely not. But I think we're moving in the right direction, and we're making progress with these young women. Certainly with RaeChaun and Zena being younger players, it doesn't come quite as easy as it does for a player like Casey, who has had some injury issues but has been around the system and understands how it works. And the really interesting thing about it is how the three of those gals really work together to help each other accomplish things. When one is playing, the other two are trying to help them, and there's not any animosity or jealousy or anything like that, which is really great to see out on the floor.
It's pretty difficult, especially me being an oncoming freshman. It's a lot more responsibility. I have to know all the plays, where everybody's supposed to be, their positions, what they're supposed to do, and I mean, it's hard, but it's easy to grasp onto because of how much I do love the sport and how much I want my team to succeed. Depending on the teams we're on, we help each other with knowing the plays or knowing what Coach Watkins calls and where, like I said before, where everybody's supposed to be. And we pretty much catch on pretty quickly. I pretty much follow Silk. Ray follows me. I follow Ray. It's like a big circle, so it's easier for us to understand once we talk to everybody else who's running that spot. Leadership, it's important for the point guard to know what's going on, because if not, then everybody else on the team will be out of whack, or they wouldn't know what to do or where they're supposed to be. And it's important for the point guard to know when situations get tough to be able to get their team together and make sure they execute plays and what's supposed to be going on when coach needs it to be.
Well, I feel like point guards have a little bit more leadership this year. We lost a great point guard last year in Kate Clarkson when she graduated, and so we just really have to step up and try to develop her leadership role. Well, watching and doing is two totally different things. You think you got it when you're just sitting there watching, but when you have to actually go out there and do it, it's more difficult. But it's really just repetition and make sure you know all the plays and knowing everybody's position, and then you'll be okay. Being a point guard is basically like being an on-court coach. You gotta coach tell you what to do, and then you just gotta relay it to the rest of the team. Make sure they understand what you're doing. Make sure everybody's on one page.
We've just been working on running the offenses and getting the team together and getting in huddles and just communicating with everybody and trying to get everybody on the same page. You just have to stay composed and just make sure all your teammates are on the same page and everybody knows what offense and defense we're in.